So assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to learn another new topic, which is lambda functions. So what are lambda functions? We have been making functions using the def keyword and using this syntax, but in the previous video we had come across the functions such as filter, map, and this I think what it was, filter, map, and okay, these were two functions, filter and map. So we have to give them a function name, so that those map and filter methods will call those functions, but we can use lambda functions to define those functions inside these higher order functions, which are filter and map, using the lambda functions. And lambda functions are anonymous functions. They don't have any names. We write them like this with the lambda keyword, then any variable which we want to give the value based on a condition, and same like that. Let's make it. If I have a new list where I want to store the number of uh, the even number from the num list, so what I can do, I can write this filter function, and inside that I will give it the num list, and is even function. So what I can do, I can define a function here, and it will take each number and check it. So yes, and we have to return a number. Okay, we have to check it first. We also have to print this list. Okay, this was how we uh, previously had been doing this using this filter function. So it was all about how was our last approach of using the filter function, but using the lambda function we can define all of this in single line here, so we don't have to define a function and name it. We can just write lambda and the variable which you want to give the value. You can name it anything, and I want to check n percentage to double equals to 0. Okay, lambda. Okay, so what are these? And presenting this function will be called every time for each of the elements of the num list by the filter method. So n represents each number, and all the logic is same, and yes, we are getting the same results. Also, we just also we should not create very long functions like this in the lambda functions, where we have if and else blocks. For this purpose we should create another function using the conventional method, and also we should not uh, assign the lambda function to a variable. We can do that, but it is not a best practice, because the property or the main characteristics of the lambda function is that it is anonymous, but by assigning it to a variable, it now has a name indirectly. So yeah, just like that. So it was this short. So there are some questions. Which of the following is the best use case of lambda functions? So writing small functions inside map and filter call. So it defeats the purpose of using an anonymous function. It makes the code less readable, harder to understand. Okay, completed the theory. Now we are moving on to the project or workshop, which is pin extractor. So let's get started. So first of all, we will create a pin extractor, and pin digits are hidden in each line of poem. We have to create a function by the name of pin extractor with a parameter poem. An empty function gives an error, so pass inside the function. So this is a keyword that is just used for debugging. Just an error. Okay, we have to also call it, I think. Okay, we cannot put this, we have a hyphen. Okay, so step number 2 is we have to create a variable to hold this secret code while we are decoding it. So we have to remove pass and create a variable secret code and assign it an empty string. Okay, so step number 3 is, so we have to create a poem variable outside the function that contains this poem. So we have a string where this poem is included. Okay, we can use multi-line string for that. How do we use it? Maybe like this. I think it's like this, triple quotes. Yes. And then we have to call the function pin extract and pass it the poem. Okay, backslash n means that the following line will be moved to the next new line. So we have to uh, function call. We can see any error, so we can print this secret code of poem. Okay, we are getting that. This there is a digit of the pin hidden in every line, so inside that function use the split method to divide the string in a list of lines. So inside the function use the split method to divide the string in a list of line. Okay, we have to assign this secret code a list of the poem string by splitting it. uh, I think we give backslash n here and the poem name. I don't know what its syntax was. Maybe we write poem here and backslash n. I think we have to check syntax of split. Okay, we have to write this string which is poem, then split, the separator and max split. So we have separator. Oh, and also we have to give it like this. Okay, we had to give it in quotation marks because it's a part of the string. Now what are we doing now? We are uh, splitting this string uh, in different parts using the backslash n, and we are making each making each list apart, making each uh, string a part of the list which we are assigning to secret code. You should have a variable lines. Okay, we have to give it lines. Split, poem split. Yeah, 1 minute. We have to use single quotes. Poem dot split. I think it creates a list on its own, so we don't have to use the list constructor. Yes, so it creates a list on its own. And step number 5 is we have to work on each line independently. So create a loop over lines, and we have to use line as loop variable and loop it over lines variable. Okay, we have to indent it. Inside the loop we have to print line. Okay, we are cutting it. The nth digit of the pin is written as the length of the nth word in the So if you have to find the length of the nth word, the next step is to separate the line of the poem into a list of words. Inside the loop, create a variable words. So we have to create a variable words and assign it the value of line split into words using the split method. So each word has a space after that, so we are using space as a separator here. So we have to use it in the loop because line variable is defined in the loop, and then we have to print with words, so we will get a list. And now we are getting a list of each of the word after each line. We are on step number 7. We have to use the enumerate function to track the index while looping over an iterable. So we have to use the enumerate function, and we have to put this line list which we are using in the for loop in the enumerator function, and we also have to put line index in the variable list at first, because the numerator gives two values in a form of tuple. First is the index. Also update the print call to print. Okay, we have to print also the line index here. Enumerator, oh, its name is enumerate. Okay, and yes, it passed. So we have to update the print call so that it prints the word inside the words list at index, so that it prints the word inside the words list. Okay, we also have to use the length function uh, to print the length of that specific word. Okay, we have to print the length of that specific word at the line index. Okay, so step number 10 is that we have to convert this length into a string to add it to the secret code string. So we have to use the string constructor to convert this into a string. Now you can concatenate. Okay, we have to remove this print statement here and concatenate secret concatenate this specific word to our previous existing string variable, which is secret code, using the augmented assignment. The step number 12 is that we have to remove the two print calls and add a return statement. Okay, we have to remove these two print calls and okay, after this function we have to return this secret code string. Okay, so we have to pass pin extractor poem to the print function. So you can see what the function is returning. Print step number 14 is that we have to consider an edge case. The line of the poem could be shorter than expected, and that would make the function error out. Okay, okay, there is an edge case that whenever the length of a line becomes shorter, it returns an error. So we have to solve that edge case. So we have to put this whole line in an if statement that checks that there are enough words in the words list. Okay, okay, yes. Okay, we are checking whether the list of words that we have uh, from splitting a line is greater than the index of that specific line. If yes, then execute this code. So the third line of the poem is missing a third word, so the pin is shorter than expected. Add an else clause that concatenates a 0. Okay, add an else clause that concatenates a 0 when there are not enough words, so that all lines of the poem are used to find digits. Okay, so step number 16 is now the pin extractor works, but it could be more efficient. So we can put two more poems uh, to work with them at the same time, I think. So step number 17 is update the function argument to the poems. Okay, poems. Then create a for loop around all current content. For poem in poems, and we have to okay, this will be out of the for loop. Should have poem as loop variable. Poem. Okay, this will work on each of the poem and return the secret code by working on only one poem, and that secret code will only belong to the one poem, I think. Yes. For the loop, create a new variable secret codes. Okay, secret codes that has a starting value of an empty list. Then replace the return secret code line with a line that appends secret code to the secret code list. Okay, we have to append the secret code. That means secret code to the secret code. You should have secret codes dot append secret code. Okay, secret codes dot append secret code. Okay, I wrote that at the end of the loop. Okay, we have to remove this return keyword. And we are appending all of the secret codes from each of the poem into a list of secret codes, but not returning it every time. Finally, return the secret codes. Now we are returning the list of all the secret codes. Then uncomment the function call. Now your function works with multiple poems at once. and update the argument to, okay, we have to pass it a list of all the 3 points here. Now your function call vertical. Okay, this one is completed. Yes, so yes, we have successfully made the pin extractor project. um, Another project is remaining, then a review, and then this chapter also ends. So yeah, this is it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till the next video, Allah Hafiz.